Good day, sir. My name is Alavaren, and this is my final oral examination. Question number 1. What is misprision of treason? Misprision of treason is a federal offense committed where someone who has knowledge of the commission of any treason against the United States conceals such knowledge and does not inform the President, a federal judge, a state governor, or a state judge. Number 2. What is piracy as defined in Presidential Decree number 532? Piracy is an act resembling such robbery. Robbery on the high seas, the unauthorized use of another's production, invention, or conception, especially in infringement of in a copyright. Number 3. How is delay in the delivery of detained persons to the proper judicial authorities committed? According to Article 126, delaying release, the penalties provided for in Article 124 shall be imposed upon any public officer or employee who delays for the period of time specified therein the performance of any judicial or executive order for the release of a prisoner or detention prisoner. Number 4. Distinguish violation of domicile from qualified trespass to dwelling. According to Article 128, violation of domicile when any public officer or employee who not being authorized by judicial order shall enter any dwelling against the will of the owner thereof, search papers or other effects found therein without the previous consent of such owner, or having surreptitiously entered said dwelling and being required to leave the premises shall refuse to do so. According to Article 280, qualified trespass of dwelling, any private person who shall enter the dwelling of another against the beater's will shall be punished by arresto mayor and a fine not exceeding 1,000 pesos. Number 5. What is kudita? According to Article 134, kudita is committed through a swift attack accompanied by violence, intimidation, threats, strategy, or stealth. Number 6. When and how is rape committed under 8353? Rape is committed by a man who shall have carnal knowledge of a woman. By any person who, under any of the circumstances mentioned in paragraph thereof, shall commit an act of sexual assault by inserting his penis into another person's mouth or anal orifice or any instrument or object. Number 7. What are the two types of robbery? The two types of robbery are frustrated robbery and attempted robbery. Number 8. What are considered false keys? According to Article 305, the term false key shall be deemed to include: first, the tools mentioned in the next preceding articles; second, genuine keys stolen from the owner; third, any keys other than those who intended by the owner for use in the lock forcibly opened by the offender. Number 9. How is theft committed? According to Article 302, theft committed through any person who with intent to gain but without violence against or intimidation of person nor force upon things. Number 10. How is qualified theft committed? According to Article 310, the crime of theft shall be punished by the penalties next higher by 2 degrees than those respectively specified in the next preceding article. If committed by a domestic servant or with grave abuse of confidence, or if the property stolen is motor vehicle, mail matter, or large cattle, or consist of coconuts taken from the. Number 11. What are the circumstances considered as prima facie evidence of arson? According to Article 326, first, if a fire or found materials or substances soaked in gasoline, kerosene, petroleum, or other inflammables, or any mechanical, electrical, chemical, or traces, or any of the foregoing. Second, that substantial amount of inflammable substance or materials were stored within the building not necessary in the course of the defendant's business. Third, that the fire started simultaneously in more than one part of the building or locate under circumstances that cannot normally be due to accidental or unintentional causes. Number 12. What is malicious mischief? Article 327. Any person who shall deliberately cause the property of another any damage not falling within the terms of the next preceding chapter shall be guilty of malicious mischief. Number 13. Who are the persons exempted from criminal liability under Article 332? So according to Article 332, persons exempt from criminal liability, no criminal but only civil liability, shall result from the commission of the crime of the theft, swindling, or malicious mischief committed or caused mutually. Number 14. How is adultery is committed? According to Article 333, adultery is committed by any married woman who shall have sexual intercourse with a man not her husband, and by the man who has carnal knowledge of her knowing her to be married, even if the marriage be subsequently declared void. Number 15. How is the concubinage committed? According to Article 334, concubinage is any husband who shall keep a mistress in the conjugal dwelling or shall have sexual intercourse under scandalous circumstances with a woman who is not his wife or shall cohabit with her in any other place. Number 16. How is qualified seduction committed? According to Article 337, qualified seduction, the seduction of a virgin over 12 years and under 18 years of age, committed by any person in public authority, priest, home, servant, domestic, guardian, teacher, or any person who in a capacity shall be entrusted with the education or custody of the woman seduced. Number 17. How is bigamy committed? According to Article 349, any person who shall construct a second or subsequent marriage before the former marriage has been legally dissolved, or before the absent spouse has been declared presumptively dead by means of a judgment rendered in the proper proceedings. Number 18. What is libel? According to Article 353, the definition of libel is a public and malicious imputation of a crime or of a vice or defect, real or imaginary, or any act, omission, condition, status, or circumstance tending to cause the dishonor, discredit, or contempt of a natural or juridical person, or to blacken the memory of one who is dead. Number 19. What is planting of evidence? The willful act of any person of maliciously and surreptitiously inserting, placing, adding, or attaching directly or indirectly through any overt or covert act whatever quantity of any dangerous drug and or controlled precursor and essential chemical in the person. Number 20. How is murder committed? Murder committed through unlawful killing or of another human without justification or valid. That's all, sir, for my final oral examination. Thank you.